Galactus.
What is that? Get us out of here, man! Hold on!
The Fantastic Four, First Steps Ending Explained, Galactus, Franklin Richards, and Dr. Doom's future in the MCU. Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the Fantastic Four, First Steps yet, turn back now. We're diving deep into that cosmic ending and what it means for the future of the MCU's multiverse saga. The arrival of the Fantastic Four in the Marvel Cinematic Universe isn't just another superhero debut, it's a seismic shift in the multiverse. While First Steps takes place in an alternate timeline, its implications ripple far beyond its own borders. From Galactus' altered origin and tragic hunger to the jaw-dropping reveal of Franklin Richards' godlike abilities, the film leaves us with big questions and even bigger teases. And in true Marvel fashion, the mid-credits scene throws another massive name into the mix, Dr. Doom. Let's break down everything that happened in the ending of the Fantastic Four, First Steps, from the fate of Galactus to the rebirth of SUESTORM, the betrayal of Shalla-Bal, and Franklin's fateful encounter with one of Marvel's most dangerous villains.
I herald.
Why Galactus wants Franklin Richards. Galactus arrives in the MCU in terrifying fashion, but his motivation isn't just planetary hunger, it's something far more personal. Initially, his herald Shalla-Bal marks Earth for consumption. But things take a sharp turn when Galactus meets the Fantastic Four aboard his cosmic vessel. There, he senses something extraordinary, SUESTORM's unborn child, Franklin Richards. Galactus realizes Franklin possesses the power cosmic, a force capable of reshaping reality itself. Rather than simply destroy Earth, Galactus proposes a deal. Give him the child, and he'll spare the planet. Naturally, the Fantastic Four refuse. Galactus is unmoved. He becomes obsessed with Franklin, believing the boy could be the answer to ending his eternal hunger.
Galactus.
Galactus' origins and the curse of hunger. The MCU version of Galactus comes with an intriguing twist on his comic book origins. Rather than being born from the destruction of the previous universe, this Galactus was once a mortal man in Earth, 828, who was cursed with the insatiable need to consume planets. It's a subtle but important shift. In this version, Galactus' hunger isn't a cosmic constant. It's a curse. And more importantly, it's a curse that might be transferable. This opens the door to an even darker narrative. Galactus doesn't just want to eat planets anymore. He wants to escape his own suffering by passing the curse to Franklin Richards. This chilling goal makes Galactus more desperate, more personal, and far more dangerous than ever before. Franklin Richards, the child with power cosmic. Despite multiple scans, REEDRICHARDS can't detect anything unusual about Franklin during Sue's pregnancy. But Galactus senses the truth instantly. Franklin is hiding his abilities, even from his father. It isn't until tragedy strikes that Franklin reveals what he's capable of. In the film's climax, SUESTORM pushes her powers to their limit to defeat Galactus and tragically dies in the process. But then, Franklin touches her body, and she returns to life. When Sue wakes, her eyes reflect the universe itself. She whispers that her son is so much more than any of them could ever understand. That moment cements Franklin as one of the most powerful beings in the MCU. The ability to bring someone back from death at such a young age, without even knowing the full extent of his powers, aligns perfectly with his comic book counterpart, who is known to reshape reality, birth entire universes, and bend time itself. Franklin Richards isn't just a superpowered child. He's a potential god. And that terrifies everyone, especially Galactus.
We will protect you.
Family.
Where did the Fantastic Four send Galactus? With no other choice, the team launches a last-ditch effort to stop Galactus. Their attempts to relocate Earth fail, and brute force proves useless. But in a final act of sacrifice and strength, Sue uses her powers to activate the last cosmic transporter on Galactus' ship, pushing the Devourer of worlds through it. He disappears into the stars, perhaps into another timeline, or some far-off corner of the multiverse. But is Galactus really dead? Highly unlikely. The film leaves his fate open-ended. Galactus may be stranded, weakened, and hungrier than ever, but death isn't part of the Devourer's story. More likely, he'll return, angrier, more desperate, and possibly seeking revenge against the child who could take away his curse. Shallabal's betrayal and her future. Galactus Herald, Shalla-Bal, plays a pivotal role in the story. Initially loyal, she begins to waver when Johnny Storm uncovers her past. She became a herald only to save her own planet, sacrificing millions of other worlds in the process. That guilt weighs heavily on her. When Sue comes up with a plan to trap Galactus, Shalla-Bal decides to betray her master, helping the Fantastic Four save Earth. But her fate remains uncertain. After Galactus is transported away, she disappears. Some speculate she escaped into space. Others fear Galactus took her with him, intending to punish her for her betrayal. Either way, Shalla-Bal's arc may not be over. She could return as a tragic figure, hunted by Galactus or seeking redemption by helping others escape his wrath. SUESTORM's death and resurrection. Perhaps the film's most emotionally charged moment comes when Sue sacrifices herself to push Galactus into the transporter. The moment is gut-wrenching, Reed is devastated, the team is shattered, and Franklin stands silently by. Then, the impossible happens. Franklin kneels beside his mother's lifeless body, touches her hand, and channels something cosmic. She breathes again, her eyes shimmer with stars. She's alive, but changed. Sue tells Reed that Franklin isn't just a child. He's a miracle, a being of cosmic potential. This scene not only reveals Franklin's powers, it sets up his importance in the grand scheme of the multiverse saga. Life, death, time, reality. Franklin may be the key to saving or unraveling it all. The mid-credits scene. Dr. Doom arrives. Just when you think it's all over, Marvel drops a major bombshell in the mid-credits scene. It's 4 years later. Franklin is now a toddler. The Richards family seems to have found peace until Victor Von Doom steps into their home uninvited. He doesn't break in. He doesn't speak. He simply appears, mask in hand, face revealed, standing before the child. Sue is clearly shocked. She whispers his name. Doom says nothing, but his presence says everything. He's been watching Franklin, studying him, waiting for the right moment. This is no ordinary villain entrance. This is a warning. Doom is here, and he's interested in Franklin Richards. What Dr. Doom's appearance means. Victor Von Doom's introduction is a game changer. The fact that he knows who Franklin is and appears before the child while holding his iconic mask suggests this version of Doom may not be entirely evil. At least, not yet. He may be seeking to manipulate Franklin, or perhaps he truly believes the boy is the key to something greater, like stopping Galactus permanently or reshaping the future of the multiverse. But one thing is certain, Doom's arrival ties directly into Avengers. Doomsday. This isn't a throwaway cameo. It's a setup for something massive. Doom knows about Franklin. He may know about other timelines. He could be assembling pieces to make a play for ultimate power. The Fantastic Four story is just beginning.
Fantastic. Invisible Woman.
The bigger picture, Multiverse Saga and Earth 616. While First Steps takes place in Earth 828, its story clearly intersects with Earth 616's main timeline. Franklin's powers, Galactus' survival, and Doom's schemes all suggest that a crossover is inevitable. The next time we see this version of the Fantastic Four, they may be older, more experienced, and fighting for something bigger than just their world. Perhaps Franklin will be the weapon or the solution when the multiverse begins to collapse. Or maybe he'll be the cause. Either way, Marvel has laid the groundwork for a cosmic storyline that could rival even Infinity War and Endgame in scale. Creeper's thoughts. The Fantastic Four. First Steps doesn't just reintroduce Marvel's first family, it explodes open the door to the next phase of the multiverse saga. With Galactus still alive, Franklin Richards awakening as a cosmic being, Shalla-Bal's fate uncertain, and Dr. Doom stepping out of the shadows, this movie sets up a future full of danger, mystery, and multiversal consequences. And with Avengers, Doomsday on the horizon, one thing is clear. Franklin Richards is the future of the MCU. Whether as a savior, a threat, or something in between, his story is only just beginning.